Hi all, welcome to my class. I am Deepa. Today we are going to discuss about Fermi theory of beta decay. Enrico Fermi in 1934 developed a theory for allowed beta decay based on Pauli's neutrino hypothesis. In beta decay process, light particles, that is electrons or positrons, are created by the transformation of a neutron into proton in the nucleus or vice versa. The energy remains conserved in the decay process. The available energy being shared among the electron and the neutrino. Neutrino has rest mass 0 or very small compared to that of electron. According to Fermi, the beta emitting nucleus make a transition such that the final state consists of the product nucleus, the emitted electron and neutrino, and the initial state consists of parent nucleus. The process is given below. Here this is the parent nucleus, this is the daughter nucleus. Here electron E, that is the simple E, is either electron or positron, and the simple nu is either antineutrino or neutrino. This is a general expression. Fermi's formalism is based on the fact that beta decay is similar to the situation where a photon is created at the time of atomic or nuclear de-excitation. Fermi assumes that the interaction responsible for beta decay is very weak so that perturbation theory of quantum mechanics can be applied. Fermi used the result of Dirac's time-dependent perturbation theory, according to which the transition probability per unit time is lambda equal to 2 pi by h cut HIF square rho of E. This is the equation number 1. Rho of E is the density of the final states, that is the number of final states in a particular energy interval, where HIF is the matrix element of perturbation interaction. HIF can be expressed as HIF is equal to G into integral psi f star H psi I d2. Here psi f is the final state wave function and psi I is the initial state wave function and d2 is the volume element, and here H is the dimensionless matrix element. The final state wave function must include not only the nucleus but also electron and neutrino. Therefore, psi f can be expressed as psi f of nucleus and psi e and psi nu. Then HIF, that is HIF can be rewrite as G into integral psi fn star psi e star psi nu star H psi in d2. Here G is the Fermi's coupling constant. Its value is 0.9 into 10 raised to minus 4 mega electron volt Fermi meter cube. It denotes the strength of the interaction. If the electron and neutrino wave functions normalized within the volume V, psi E is equal to 1 by root V exponential I Ke dot Re and psi nu is equal to 1 by V exponential of I K nu dot R nu, where Ke and K nu are the wave vectors. Expanding using Taylor series and neglect all the terms other than the first one. Then we get psi E is equal to 1 by root V into, here the expansion form, that is exponential of 1 exponential of I Ke dot Re can be expanded as 1 plus I Ke dot Re by 1 factorial plus I Ke dot Re square by 2 factorial plus I Ke dot Re whole cube by 3 factorial plus etc. And here all the terms other than the first term are neglected. So we get psi is equal to 1 by root V. Similarly, psi nu is equal to 1 by root V. Therefore, HIF will be G by V integral psi star Fn H psi In d2. If MIF is equal to integral psi Fn star H psi In d2, then we can substitute MIF in this place. Then we get HIF is equal to G by V, that is G by V into MIF. Here MIF is equal to integral psi Fn star H psi In d2. Substitute this HIF in lambda. Then lambda will be 2 pi by h cut into G square by V square MIF square rho of V. Partial decay rate can be expressed as d lambda is equal to 2 pi by h cut G square by V square MIF square dN by dEF. Here the change in density can be expressed as dN by dEF. Computation of density of states or statistical factor. Let us suppose in the beta decay process we have an electron emitted with momentum P and neutrino emitted with momentum Q. Consider a volume V in a cubical box with side H with origin at the corners of the box. If an electron is confined to a box of volume V, then the number of final electron states dNe corresponds to momenta in the range P and P plus dP can be expressed as dNe is equal to 4 pi P square dP V divided by HQ. Similarly, dNu is expressed as 4 pi Q square dQV divided by HQ. The number of final states, that is dN, is equal to dNe into dnu. That is dN equal to 4 pi square V square P square Q square dP dQ divided by H raised to 6. Therefore, equation 4 becomes like this. Here is the equation number 4. That is d lambda is equal to 2 pi by h cut into G square by V square into MIF square dN by dEF. Here we substitute dN. Then the equation will become d lambda is equal to 2 pi by h cut G square into MIF square by V square 4 pi square P square Q square V square dP dQ divided by H raised to 6 dEF, which is equal to 2 pi by h cut into G square into MIF square into 16 pi square P square Q square dP divided by H raised to 6 into dQ by dEF. We know that the total energy EF is equal to E plus E nu. Put E nu is equal to Q into C. Change in total energy dEF can be expressed as dEE plus C into dQ. Here EE is the energy of electron. It is a constant value. The change in constant value is 0 valued. So we can conclude that dEF is equal to 0 plus C into dQ, that is dEF is equal to C dQ. From this, C can be expressed as dEF divided by dQ. We know that in this equation there is a value that is dQ by, there is a term that is dQ by dEF. Substitute this C in this equation, that is d lambda is equal to 2 pi by h cut into G square into MIF square into 16 pi square P square Q square dP divided by H raised to 6 into 1 by C, because here the term is dQ by dEF. We know that C is equal to dEF by dQ. So we have to substitute the reciprocal of C in this term. Here we substitute a constant C in terms of all of the constants in the above steps. That is 2 pi by h cut g square MIF square 16 pi square divided by h cut h raised to 6c. Then the equation will become d lambda is equal to c into p square q square dp. Here p square q square dp are variables. So the remaining terms here expressed as a single constant c. This gives the number of electrons between p and p plus dp. So d lambda can be expressed as n of p dp is equal to c into p square q square dp. This is equation number 6. From equation number 5, q equal to T plus qc. From equation number 5, q equal to T plus qc, that is q equal to q minus T by c. Total energy is equal to rest mass energy plus kinetic energy. For electron, me c square plus T, that is equal to root of p square c square plus me square c raised to 4. That is me c square plus T the whole square is equal to p square c square plus me square c raised to 4. Equation number 8. Differentiate equation 8 with respect to p. Then we will get 2 into T plus MEC square into dt by dp equal to 2pc square. That is T plus MEC square dt equal to pc square into dp. That is pdp equal to T plus MEC square divided by c square into dt. Equation number 9. From equation 8, we can write, that is in equation 8 the LHS is in terms of a plus b the whole square. So we can expand. So T square plus 2 T MEC square plus c raised to 4 me square is equal to RHS, that is p square c square plus me square c raised to 4. We can cancel me square c raised to 4 because these terms are on both sides. The similar terms are on both sides, so we can cancel. Then we get t square plus 2t me c square is equal to p square c square. From this equation we will get p square is equal to t square plus 2t me c square divided by c square. That is p equal to t square plus 2t me c square whole raised to 1 by 2 divided by c. Equation number 10. Substituting equation 10, 9 and 7 in equation 6. Equation 10 is this, equation 9 is this, equation 7 is this and equation 6 is this. Substituting equation 10, 9 and 7 in equation 6. Then we get n of p dp is equal to c into t square plus 2t me c square whole raised to 1 by 2 by c into t plus me c square divided by c square into dt into q minus t whole square divided by c square. Since the particle is an electron and having kinetic energy T, n of p dp can also be expressed as n of te dt, that is in terms of energy can be expressed, that is n of t dt is equal to c divided capital C divided by small c whole raised to 5 into t square plus 2t me c square whole raised to 1 by 2 into q minus t square into t plus me c square dt, and it can also be expressed as n of t is equal to c by c raised to 5 into t square plus 2t me c square whole raised to 1 by 2 q minus t square t plus me c square. Here dt on either side of the above equation have cancelled. This expression represents the distribution of particles in terms of energy. Here the particles are beta particles, so distribution of particles can be expressed like this. This distribution vanishes at t equal to 0 and t is equal to q. Here the distribution curve is given. Here the along x-axis the energy can be plotted, and along y-axis number of particles can be plotted, and the distribution curve is given. Here the distribution vanishes at t equal to 0 and t is equal to q. T is equal to q means t is equal to t max. If we express the number of particles or the distribution of particles in terms of momentum, the distribution curve can be expressed as like this. That is, here the number of particles in terms of momentum can be expressed along y-axis, and the momentum can be expressed along x-axis, and the distribution curve is given. Here the distribution vanishes at p is equal to 0 and p is equal to p max.